Hey everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to drop a very brief transfer update video concerning the future of Arsenal target Gabriel Jesus. As tweeted by Fabrizio Romano this evening, Arsenal and Manchester City have finally reached a verbal agreement over the transfer fee for the Brazilians. It looks as though Gabriel Jesus is heading from Eastlands to Emirates Stadium, and what a signing this would be for the Gunners. Now, we put out a video yesterday on this channel in which I said to you guys that Arsenal were closing in on Gabriel Jesus. We talked about all the reports doing the rounds at the time and talked about how this transfer was not a million miles away from being agreed. Now, of course, there's still regulatory stuff that needs to be done. And of course, Arsenal's next step now is to formally make a bid for the amount verbally agreed between Manchester City and Arsenal, which is believed to be an initial fee of £45 million. Now, the way that Fabrizio Romano has worded this suggests that there will be add-ons as well, and they will no doubt be based on certain conditions. We're not really sure what they are. We don't know the exact ins and outs of it. But the good news is that Arsenal and Manchester City have come to an agreement on that figure of £45 million. I know he's only got a year left on his contract, but this day and age, for a very, very good striker, I think that's a pretty decent deal for Arsenal. It's understood that Arsenal have promised Gabriel Jesus and given him guarantees about his minutes and his playing time. And of course, that's important to the Brazilian going into this winter's World Cup. He wants to be fighting for his place in the Brazil team. He wants to be in good form and in good shape going into that competition, and having the opportunity to play at Arsenal, a big club, but also to play in his preferred position through the middle, I'm sure has been a huge kind of factor in this deal, and I'm sure has played a massive part in Gabriel Jesus's willingness, it seems, to join Arsenal Football Club. So as I say, initial fee of around about £45 million. I'd imagine, based on the way that the kind of report has been worded, that there will be some add-ons there as well. It does say that personal terms are yet to be agreed, or are still to be agreed, but we know that Arsenal have already done some background work on this, and we know that Arsenal are understood to be preparing an offer of around about £220,000 to £230,000 a week in terms of his wages. That's what Gabriel Jesus' representatives have indicated they'd be looking for, and it seems that Arsenal are quite willing to pay that. Otherwise, I don't think they would have taken it this far. Arsenal's relationship with Manchester City, is pretty good, it seems. Obviously, Mikel Arteta has a lot of, I don't want to say pull or sway when it comes to Manchester City, but obviously he knows the club, he knows the people sort of in charge, he knows perhaps how to go around things. He's obviously got the support of Pep Guardiola in so many other ways that I'm sure that helped in this negotiation and made it that little bit easier, or made it certainly more amicable, and hence why an agreement has been reached, or partly why an agreement has been reached. Also, the fact that Gabriel Jesus seemingly wants this move is a big factor too, because he would have been pushing Manchester City to accept this offer. Remember, they wanted him to stay. Remember, they offered him a new contract. He's clearly knocked on Pep Guardiola's door, spoken to the powers that be, and has indicated that he'd be happy to leave and wants to leave. People talk about the fact that Gabriel Jesus has an existing relationship with Edu as well. I don't really know or understand how deep that runs, but it seems like this is a deal now that's going to get over the line. It doesn't feel as though the personal terms are going to be an issue, given that we know Arsenal have already done some background work on that, and we know that Gabriel Jesus is open to the move as well. So it looks like Gabriel Jesus will become an Arsenal player, and this one is moving along very, very nicely. Now, as I say, we said it on the video yesterday that this was moving. We said that Arsenal were closing in, and we got that typical response during the transfer window. Stop repeating the same stuff day after day. It's boring. You're just recycling and regurgitating new information. At no point have we been told by a credible source up until now that an agreement has been reached between Manchester City and Arsenal. There's been reports of it, but not from a source like this. Not from somebody as well connected as Fabrizio Romano. In fact, we've heard the opposite. We've heard that talks have been ongoing, that an agreement is yet to be reached. I think it was David Ornstein yesterday who said we weren't at that point yet. But Fabrizio Romano confirms that a meeting held today saw the two clubs come to that agreement. So we're moving forward, we're pressing forward with this, and this will be our statement signing this summer. This will be our marquee signing. We may well go on and pay more money for Rafinha or somebody else. But Gabriel Jesus, a player whose stock is right up here at the moment, a Brazilian international forward, a player who's leaving the English champions, is coming to Arsenal. And I think that's a massive, massive get for the Gunners, and really does show the ambition that we're showing at the moment as a football club, and the desire to push on and go to the next level. Will it work? Who knows? You never know in football. But I'm delighted by this move, and I'm hoping that we do get that official confirmation so people can kind of put those anxieties to rest in the coming days, and then we can get on with focusing on the rest of what's going to be a crucial window for the Arsenal. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. We'll be back on Saturday around about lunchtime for a full-length podcast in which we'll discuss this and any other news that crops up. But for the time being, just wanted to bring you guys a very short video to update you on the situation. Manchester City and Arsenal have reached an agreement over the transfer of Gabriel Jesus.